Good morning. Thanks for the invitation to Expociruelas in a different format. Well, first I want to tell you what we have done, why I am here, talking about marketing and digital sales. Let me tell you our history. In 2014, we founded the company in the United States for exporting Latin American products and to sell them on retail. We have national presence in Chile. 2017, I came back to Chile and I created Lab Market, whose objective is to take Latin American companies to sell in global sales in Europe, USA, and Asia, both in B2B and B2C platforms. Today we have more than 90 clients, more than 90 brands selling in different marketplaces abroad. So what we do is to prepare the companies that are not ready in terms of regulations or any other type of packaging pricing strategies. We make a preparation, and when the product is ready, we take it to be sold in these platforms abroad, obviously with the logistics coordination associated to the customers we have. We move the inventory to the country of destination, and we publish this in the different marketplaces with different orders. We connect the information with the warehouses, etc. So if you want to sell, for instance, clothing in 10 different marketplaces, we publish that. We connect the purchase orders we have through this software, and this is connected. The software is connected to the warehouse, and currently we have 10 marketplaces. We are being expanded to meet that our clients have presence in 100 marketplaces to empower the business. We want to move the export, support most of the companies, small and medium business, to empower and diversify the export in our country, but also Latin America. Currently, we have small clients and big clients, especially many stakeholders in the industry, such as Corfo and ProChile, to support small businesses in partnerships with BCI Bank and to support into the internalization of their products. Here, this is our team. We are millennial teams connected with technology. We are very young as a team, and we have this technology internalized. We are developing technologies for exports and sales in different platforms. A brief context regarding how we have moved in terms of e-commerce and online sales for the last 12-15 months, mainly considering the pandemic. Mainly, we have two main markets for e-commerce in global areas. We have China as number one, the biggest one, and then United States, the second reference, and then European Union. They could be a third important force. In order to have an idea, the increase of sales on e-commerce, we have rates of growth of 20-25% compared with the traditional retail. So this snowball of digital online sales is not only because of the COVID, but also it came from 2013, increasingly having better sales, and we expect to have trillions of dollars at a global level. Today, China is 50% of the sales online at a global level. In China grew about 30% in 2018 in e-commerce, and in 2023, nearly 64% of the sales are through online platforms. So these digital platforms and the sales exceeded sales on physical areas, which is an indicator that is insignificant in China. So as a reference, in the United States, this is about 20%. 23-4% in the United States, in Latin America. Today, digital sales are 5.3% of total sales of retail. So we are delayed regarding China and the United States. However, we are growing significantly. So this is the incentive, the idea. So we want to persuade you to start working on this compared with your competition. So these are the rates of growth from December to January, since we have COVID in Asia, and February to March, I would say, when we had COVID in our countries. France 87%, Italy 82%, and the figures that you can see. And globally, we have high rates. We have e-commerce growing at a rate of 3 years in 1 year. So this is going to be the future. Some data. We had a survey in October 2019, and it was finished in October 2020. And here we can see that the global population grew 1%. People using cell phones grew 2%. People using internet grew 7.4%. And the population using in the social media grew 12.3%. So here, this is an important piece of information. We had a survey among people between 16 to 24 years old. 82% is looking for products with a device, whether cell phone, computer. 89% of them visited an online store. 66% shopped with a cell phone or a tablet. And the last one, 52% purchased a product using his her mobile phone. So we're talking about people between 16 to 24. More half of them have bought last year products with their cell phones. And here we can see that the range between 16 to 24 years are those more active in terms of who purchase products with their cell phones. There is about 30%, 28 to 30% of the people who responded these surveys, between 55 to 64%, that is 30% of these people have bought a product through the cell phone. So this is for everyone. So we're not talking about the new generations. What pandemic did, because of the confinement, the lockdown, obliged people who were reluctant to buy online, and this showed the benefits in terms of time, saving money too. And today, it's not young people, but everyone, all the generations are purchasing online products with cell phones or other devices. So here there is a change of the habits of consumers. So this is happening right now, and probably all the industries and the products and services will be purchased online. So the importance of this is strong. First, I want to comment the difference, the main difference between e-commerce and e-market. Here there is a difference. E-commerce is mainly a web page with the shopping cart, and as a brand, you are the owner of the brand, your products, and there is traffic for the sales. But this e-commerce is yours. Marketplace are open platforms, Amazon, eBay, Alibaba, where you can publish your products and take advantage of the flow of people and customers this platform has to sell your products. That's the main difference. So e-commerce, here we have 4 examples of stores with different brands publishing their products. And the strategy is different. You have to invest on social media to generate traffic and sell. And the marketplaces such as Amazon, eBay, you take advantage of the traffic these platforms already have to publish your products, and within the platform to have different tools for selling your products. So these are different, and this is important to understand basically. Today, there's a third point, a third way, that is a mix between e-commerce and marketplace. And this is used, for instance, in WeChat in China. We can create your e-commerce with your website and connect your inventory to a marketplace open such as WeChat. And with that technology, you publish your web page connected directly with your catalog on this marketplace such as WeChat, and you open to more sales. Obviously, there are some logistics, and here we are experts on marketplaces. We lead people in Latin America to sell in open platforms, to sell globally. And here we have to make a difference. There are marketplaces B2B, where we offer products to companies, and there are B2C platforms when you offer the products in B2B as Alibaba. These are platforms where you can have a inventory at the origin, so you define minimum amounts of half a container, 1 container of plums, for instance, or dried prunes. And these marketplaces are a catalog, global catalog. Instead of going to fairs to show you products, you publish in the different marketplaces, and this gives you an opportunity that commercial clients may get in touch directly with you to take 1 or 2 containers. The difference with the B2C here, you move inventory. You have to have inventory at the destination country. So there is a difficulty that is high because you have to move the inventory. And once the product is at the warehouse, at the destination place, we publish the products to deliver the product in 1 or 2 days. Here, this is the B2B. Chilean producer publishes products without moving inventory in the different platforms. And when a client purchases the product through this platform, the Chilean producer sends the product to the customer. In the marketplace, with the B2C with inventory at destination, here, for instance, if we think of the United States, we move our container or the finished products to the United States. We leave it at the warehouse, and this is what we do today. We publish your product in Amazon, eBay, etc., different platforms. With this centralized software, we receive the purchase orders from the different platforms that within 1 day you can have from Amazon, eBay, Etsy. We receive all of them with the same software that is connected to the warehouse where we have the products, and that warehouse delivers the products. So by implementing technology, we can increase exposure of our products in different marketplaces, increase visibility and purchases, and also making logistics more effective because we have the products in one warehouse, and from here we send the products to the clients. The margins, there are different ways we can. If we're talking about inventory at destination, these are the platforms with have a margin of about 15%, 10% of the sale. If you have inventory at destination and the marketplace, there are some marketplaces making the warehouses such as Amazon. You send the product to the Amazon warehouses. They have it, they prepare the product, and they send the product to the final consumer. The margin is about 40%, similar to a supermarket. Another option, we have warehouses from a third party in the destination market in Europe. We have our warehouse. You pay for the fulfillment to prepare the purchase order, and you publish the product in different marketplaces with 15% plus the cost of preparation warehouse, that is about 20%. And you have 30-35% of margin in the whole process. So even though we can skip these porters and distributors, the margins at the end are a sort of retail margin. Some suppliers in China, United States, of fulfillment centers. What is this? Companies where you can send your inventory and they do the warehouse and preparation of the products for the final customer. So you connect the purchase orders to these centers and they will deliver the product to the customer. Flowship, we use it in Hong Kong. We send inventory to the warehouses there, and we publish the products in different platforms. And when the purchase orders arrive, we give the order to Flowship with the products at their warehouses, and they send the product to the final consumer. That is the model. Now, what happens here? In order to be in these marketplaces, it is not enough to publish the products, a picture, a price, and to wait until the product is sold. It's on the contrary. For instance, in Amazon, there are more than 500 million products. So publish a product in these platforms, maybe it's like find a needle in a haystack. It's difficult to show you products. So we use a model of 5 stages to make your products visible and to position them in this platform and to increase sales, to have more profitability. And this model is 5 stages. One is the analysis, the main analysis of the category. Who are my competition? What's the price of my competition? How much they sell? What format they use? So all the analysis, we make it with different softwares of information. And that is the advantage when you sell online, because you can have all the information of sell-in, sell-out competition. You can get that information to make an analysis of what my strategies should be. Then we go to stage number 2, creation of the products in these platforms. And here, this is to define what are the keywords with which people are looking for products. For instance, dry prunes from Chile, or with no additives, for instance. So we're looking for the keywords in order to publish and to make our products more visible, highlighting the features that each of these products have. Third stage have to view with the management, and here when we publish the product, we have to make the product to have more summaries. It's like that the hotels, when you go to the hotel with the Airbnb or any other, you want to have recommendations, information about how the hotel is, and here it's the same. If there is a product published with 50, 60 comments that the product is good, with a good flavor, good features from the point of view of your health, and then people buy a lot more. So we have different strategies to increase this. Then stage 4 has to do with the marketing tools used in these platforms, and here we have different marketplaces, and they provide different tools to pay, and in this way they show your products with banners, with different positioning. When you do search, I want dried prunes, for instance, packed or bulk, then we have to be at least in the first page of search. If we are on page 36, nobody's going to see you, nobody's going to buy. So these tools at stage 4 is to make your products visible. So when someone writes this, dry prunes, we are going to be on the first page at least, or within the top 5, in order to show our products. Stage 5 is continuous improvement, to automate campaigns of marketing, to have a panel of reference. What are my platforms selling more? From where I can sell products? And these are different stages. Analysis first, the benchmark of who is our competition. We can see it here. Can you see this? Here we have, for instance, top 5. If I write dry prunes, I can see top 5 sells about $22,000 as an average per month, at an average price of $13.62. We're talking about the top 5. The average is about 658 reviews, and the average of this score is about 4.4. So then we have a reference about how much I can sell per SKU. Then we analyze the top 10, the average revenue, average price, average review, and the counting with an average score. And we can see the first page, we have other figures. So this gives you a reference. If we do our job well, and if I have this information with this score, and I have a competitive price, I should be selling per SKU with these ranges. So we have the first reference, then we can see the competition, the sales individually, we can see the tendencies. This is a tendency of these products. Here we can see an increase in March, for instance, and April 2020. That could be because of the pandemic, for instance, because before it was kind of steady behavior. But here we can see the tendencies. There are some products that are seasonal, sold in winter, summer, etc. And we can see what are the peaks dates. If we go to China, for instance, we are selling, for instance, cherries. and the new year in China, it's a critical time for sales. So we have to create these trends. Second stage has to do with the creation of a product. Here, for instance, a shampoo. Well, obviously this has nothing to do with prunes, but here we have indicators. We have 10 of 10, and here a poor listing with 6 of 10. So we use technical indicators that let me know about how these publications are. And here we says this is an argan oil shampoo with keratin, free from sulfates and for all kind of hair. So when there is and it says I want argan oil, you will be in the search, and with keratin you will have a search, or sulfate free, you will be there on the search. So in the title you have to put all the features, because someone is looking for products not only saying dried prunes, but I have dried prunes with a degree of something, and we should be there. It's different than to this one on the right. So it says argan oil shampoo. So the search is going to be just for that. And then a lot of other details, the type of picture, the quality of the picture, etc. So the creation of the listing is not just that. So we have to do it correctly. So the comments, we use different types of tools and reviews to increase the quality of this. When someone buys a product, we send an email asking for the review, and we put it in. If we have that review, we can make a discount, and this is going to be automated to increase the reviews. Marketing strategy is the same. We have to understand and to know how people are looking for the products. Here, for instance, we are selling French fries. How many people wrote vega chips in the search for the last 30 days? 8,000 people. Or vegetable chips, 1,800 people. How many people wrote vega chips? 200 people, etc. Different kinds of chips. So we're looking for 200 keywords, how people are going to similar products, and we quantify the volume of search per month. Dried prunes, for instance, we have 250,000 search in each of the marketplaces. So we have to capture these amounts and to put it in your product. And so here we can invest on these words. If we write dried prunes, we bet on this word. If we do it more than $1 per kilo, for instance, when someone writes dried prunes and we have $1 to that word, and our competitor has 90 cents, we win that bid, and we have a banner with a sponsor. So dried prunes, when someone clicks, our product shows, and then we are charged. And this is one of the tools. For instance, volume of search with the clicks, and then with the clicks we have the conversion. This is a sort of a place where we can capture the volumes of search to be there on the search, and then we have to get the clicks, and with the clicks we have to sell, and then that is done if we have good reviews and good publishing. Then the fifth stage is continuous improvement. It has to do with optimizing these campaigns. Today we use partners to help our customers using social media, because we are not experts on social media, but all the tools for marketing that are being used within these marketplaces have to be aligned with the tools of the marketing place, such as Instagram, Facebook, etc., all the social media. So we try to align these strategies to make your products visible and to have more traffic to these platforms. And finally, our software, we have a visualizer in terms of the sales per day, per hour in the different marketplaces, so you can see that. And even this is important, we have all the information about our products, who's selling, where they come from, where they live, to have a geo-reference of where they are buying. For instance, here we have customers, and there is a lot of purchases in Los Angeles. In Miami also we have a concentration of purchases in New York, Chicago, etc. So with this geo-reference of all the sales online that we have, we can have more specific retails. For instance, in Los Angeles, our product is good. In Miami and New York, so I'm not going to sell it in Kansas or Seattle, because they are not looking for my products, but in these other regions. So this provides information in order to make good decisions for marketing and to see where we're going to better use our strategy. So this is it. Very briefly, in 25 minutes, we try to show you as much information as possible. I invite you to be part of the digital sales. This is not something of the future. This is happening now with the COVID. This is started. And we can do it for bulk and finished products. So the recommendation is to be part of it, not to lag behind before the competition. And because this is changing and this is the future. Thanks for the invitation, and I hope to see you soon.